Hey, it's Greg Burdine again. Welcome to our Route 66 journey through the Bible. We're in the book of Proverbs, just a very unique book, not a storyline, just a lot of wise sayings. And so we're going to be in 3 chapters today, Proverbs chapter 11, 12, and 13. So here's kind of just a little bit of maybe some highlights about what you're going to be reading. Proverbs chapter 11 talks about integrity. Integrity, character, is what you really are when nobody else is around, when it doesn't really matter. It's your the core of who you are. And if you have honest, godly integrity, it will give you stability in your life. So that no matter what happens around you, you've got a core of belief and right living inside of you. It also it leads to blessing, while dishonesty and pride lead to a downfall. And so we need to make sure that our heart is where it ought to be. Now, I just say this, if your heart is not where it should be, if you've got some selfishness, if you've got some dishonesty, some hypocrisy, if you talk to God about that, He can change your heart. Proverbs chapter 12 talks about the righteous will flourish. They'll flourish through diligence and wise speech. Diligence is doing the right thing, doing it often, diligence, uh, being careful of detail, not letting things just slide and get sloppy in your life, but doing the right thing and guard what you say. I'll tell you what, so many times we mess our life up by something that we say. And wise speech is also something that we don't say. And so be careful of that. The wicked, they do things that are wrong. They are lazy. They say things that are wrong, and it just messes them up, and they have to start back over again. The word that's used is uprooted. About the time they get things going, because of what's happening, their life blows apart, and they end up having to restart their life all over again. Proverbs chapter 13 talks about discipline, wise associations, hard work. Those 3 areas, discipline, self-control, doing it even when it doesn't feel like you want to do it. That's discipline. Wise associations, make sure the people around you have your same values, the people you talk with, whether it be in person or online, what you listen to. Make sure you have wise associations. And hard work. Some things just have to get done because people put their mind and heart and body into getting it done. Those 3 things will lead to prosperity and life. So here's some lessons. 1, honesty and humility lead to lasting success. Sometimes it doesn't lead to short-time success, but it will lead to lasting success. Honesty and humility. A second lesson, correction is a gift. Only the foolish reject it. Especially when you're young, but even those of us that are older, if we do something and somebody corrects us, the best thing we can do is say, "Thank you for letting me know. I'll not do that anymore." It's those life course corrections that help us go in the right direction. If you reject correction, you're in for a heap of trouble. You'll mess up. A third lesson, I talked about who you walk with shapes who you become. Make sure you associate with people that you'd like to be like. Look for them, associate with them, hang out with them, talk with them. You'll soon become like them, and they'll become like you. So God bless you as you read these